Good morning, friends. Today we are going to learn about advanced product quality planning and production part approval process, failure mode effect analysis, measurement system analysis, and statistical process control. These all are known as core tools, AIAG core tools. AIAG means Automotive Industry Action Group. These are the requirement for the automotive industries, but nowadays these are very popular beyond the automotive industries, means other industrial areas, engineering, manufacturing, software, everywhere these core tools are using for the various improvements, planning, sample submission, then how to control the process, how to gauge capabilities, a process capability to be done, then uh, prevention about prevention of the risk analysis for that FMA tool is very popular. See what is APQP? APQP stand for Advanced Product Quality Planning. Advanced product quality planning methods to assure that a product satisfied the customer both internal and external. The goal of APQP is to plan before acting, anticipate and prevent issues, validate before moving forward, facilitate communication. Each advanced product quality plan is unique and is living document. Particular emphasis should be replaced on identifying critical path activities and ensuring those are fully resourced. Friends, you can see here, well, as you know, Plan, Do, Check, Act. It's a PDCA cycle. It's a continuous improvement cycle. So in that, various activities are shown about advanced product quality planning. In plan, what to be done. In do, what are the key activities. Check means what in the advanced product quality planning, and act means what? It's about the PDCA cycle, and this is particular in order to advance product quality planning cycle. I go to next slide. So why APQP? Yeah, we can see about background of APQP. Basically, what are the current challenges in automotive industries? In automotive industries, various huge and rapid changes and challenges they are facing. Basically, there is a innovation, new things are required, more complex product. Then reduce NPD time. NPD means new product development, complicated supply chain. So whatever chain from tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, from these to OEM supplies, and these all are the supply chain is very complicated, increasing customer and quality requirement. So about the solution, Ford, General Motor, Chrysler, APQP task force jointly developed late 80s to standardize their respective supplier quality system. Continuous improvement. Many industries outside the automotive industry have embraced the AIAG APQP process to achieve their similar benefit. So this is the typical example of APQP timing chart and phases. It's in line to AIAG. So in advanced product quality plan consists of 4 phases and 5 major activities and has some 20 plus supporting tools. For example, DFMEA, Design Failure Mode Effect Analysis, PFMEA, Process Failure Mode Effect Analysis, CTQ, Critical to Quality, Spatial Characteristics, Control Plan, SPC, along with ongoing feedback assessment and corrective actions. You can see here there are the phases: plan and define the program, product design and development, verification, process design, development, verification, product and process verification with feedback assessment and corrective actions. So in that, first what to do, concept or initial approval required, then program approval means complete project programs to be made, including Gantt chart, timeline, goal, then project structure, resource planning, as well as the project charter. Then prototype. Once this program has defined, then prototype, then pilot a batch, then launch. For that, planning, product design and development, process design and development, products and process validation, then there is a continuous production will start. Friends, hope you understand this graphical representation about APQP, timing chart, phrases, as well as the what are the key milestone in each phases. So here we can see in detail about plan and define program. It's the first page. For that, what is the purpose of this? Purpose is that, objective is that, assure that customers need and expectations are clearly understood. So for that, there are the inputs, they do the activities, then what are the output for this plan and define program? Inputs are like that: voice of the customer, market research, historical warranty and quality information, team experience, business plan, marketing strategy, product process benchmarking data, product process assumption, product reliability studies, customer input. Then what are the output for it? Design goals, reliability quality goals, CONC, cost of non-conforming, cost of non-conformance target, preliminary bill of material, preliminary process flow chart, preliminary list of special product process, characteristics, product assurance plan, management support. So plan and define phase, these are the output, and these are the input, and outputs are the whatever you can see here mentioned. All these are the output in the plan and define program. The inputs and output applicable to process note may vary according to product process, customer needs and expectation. Well, friends, as you know, it can be changes based on the application, industries, as well as the customer requirements and expectation. I go to next slide. Next slide, slide number 6. Then product design and development. So basis of the input means output of the plan and define the program. And why? What is the purpose of this objective? Develop design into near final form, prototype and feasibility studies, volume, schedule, manufacturing. Inputs are design goals, reliability and quality goals, preliminary bill of materials, preliminary process lab, preliminary list of the special product and process product as planned. So output is the design failure mode and effect analysis, design for manufacturability and assembly, DM, DFM and DFMA, design for manufacturability, design for assembly, design verification, design review, prototype build, control plan, engineering drawing including mathematical data, engineering specification, material specification, drawings and specification changes. So next slide, number 7, again inputs are design goals, reliability quality goals, preliminary bill of material, preliminary process flow chart, preliminary list of special product process. Output new equipment, toolings and facilities requirement, special products and process characteristics, gauges, timing equipment, team feasibility commitment, management support. So next phase is process design and development. So first we see in phase number 1, plan and define the program. Second one is product design and development. Third phase is process design and development. So what is the objective of process design and development? Develop a manufacturing system and its related control plan to achieve quality product. So how we can do it? Input again, output of the product design and development. These are the input basis for the process design and development. DFMEA, design for manufacturability and assembly, design verification, design review, prototype build, engineering drawing, engineering specification, material specification, design drawing specification, special product gauge management support on output, important, very important, packaging standard, product process system review, process flow chart, floor plan layout, characteristics matrix, process failure mode and effect analysis, pre-launch control plan, process instruction, measurement systems analysis plan, preliminary process capability study plan, packaging specification, management support. So next one is product and process, both validation. Why? What's the purpose? Validate manufacturing process through production trial run. Validate that the control plan and process flow charts are effective, that the product meets the customer expectation. So inputs again, phase 3 output, basis for that, all you know that. Then here is the output. Again we can see input, packaging standard, product process quality system, process flow chart, floor plan layout, characteristics matrix, process failure mode and effect analysis, pre-launch control plan, process instruction, measurement system analysis, preliminary process capability study plan, packaging specification, output measurement system evaluation MSA, significant production run, preliminary process capability study, production part approval process, product validation testing, packaging evaluation, production control plan, quality planning sign off format, etc. So these are the key input, as you know about the input and output of the product and process validation. Very again important phase, whatever we do in process as well as the product development, product design, that complete validations are carried out in this phase. Those are verified, confirmed, meet the customer requirement our product or not, and whether it is effective or not. Then feedback, assessment, corrective actions. So purpose is evaluate output, effectiveness, product quality, planning efforts. Whatever efforts are taken for the products and process design, development, validation, those all whether meet as well as intended use of these products or meet the customer requirement, intended results, all those things are checked here. Inputs are again output of the previous phase, production trial run, MSA, measurement system evaluation, preliminary process capability study, production part approval, production validation testing, packaging evaluation, production control plan, quality planning sign off, and management support. Output is reduced variation, improved customer satisfaction, improved delivery service, effective use of best practice, lesson learned, maximum ROI, return of investment, minimum waste, minimum cost of non-conformance, cost of non-conformance. So application to different manufacturing environments. High volume plan and effective are part number. Low volume also this is required. APQP plan activities are organized by part number and are very specific to the part. If there is a low volume, then APQP plan may be specific to part families with activities focused on the parent part. Or more limited validation would be done on child parts. Family part differences should be understood and high risk differences incorporate into APQP plan. Engineers to order ETO. APQ plan may be used as a part family approach for standardized element. Consider a manufacturing process focus for non-standard element. Create FMEA control plan for manufacturing process rather than part. Okay friends, these are the summary about the APQP, what we do, how we do it, what we get. So most critical is leadership engagement. What we do, design quality, DFMA, PFMA, DFMA, design for manufacturability, design for assembly, manufacturing quality, control plan, process flow, measurement system analysis, capabilities analysis, process validation, supplier qualification, quality requirements, product qualification, first article, inspection, APQP toolings and gauges. How we do it? Upfront detailed quality planning. What we get? Defect-free launches, reduced warranty claims, zero spills customer, robust product, generate supplier control, reduced cost. So benefit, very again, as you know, very important thing. What are the benefit of APQP? So benefits are manufacturing process function that are clearly planned, validated, documented, and communicated that result in robust and reliable designs, reduce process variation, enhance confidence in suppliers' capabilities, better control process changes, defect-free launches, improved customer satisfaction, improved delivery and service, maximum return on investment, minimum waste, minimum cost of non-conformance. You can see this graph, this is in y-axis, cost of quality, x-axis is the time. So you can see prevention through APQP. You can see we can save here a lot of time as well as in green line what indicates. If you not plan APQP not done, then we have the development time, but we have a lot of the redesign, requalification, escape investigation, cost of non-conformance, as well as very high cost, high timeline. But through this APQP, this is a green line where we can achieve everything with required timeline, with robust design, reduce variation, and many more benefits as I mentioned here. Key takeaways: APQP is a cross-functional planning and execution to produce product that fully meet the customer expectation the first time right. AIG APQP phases are planning, product design, process design, validation, and production. Phase approach ensures activities are completed in the appropriate order. Can be applied to different manufacturing environment, high volume, low volume, ETU, engineering to order. It's a cross-functional marketing, design, manufacturing, SCM, quality, and so on. Okay, thank you, friends. Before we move to this APQP, I would like to thank you. If you have any question, please contact me on my email ID basavaraj11@outlook.com. Do not forget to click on bell icon to getting my videos, regular videos and updates. Once again, thank you very much. Thank you.